Welcome to my channel. In this video I will show you the global version, the original, brand new top selling super sticky nano tape product on AliExpress with discount price. Check discount price and buy from comment box below link. There are a crazy number of adhesive tapes available, and in this article, I'd like to discuss a few of the ones I've found useful in my lab, and their sometimes surprising applications. I'd be interested in your own favorite tapes and adhesives too, so please comment below. But first, I'd like to start with the tapes that I don't use. Normal cellulose tape, while useful outside the lab, is less than ideally suited to most lab applications. The same goes for vinyl-based insulating tapes, which I find have a tendency to fall off, leaving a messy, sticky residue. When insulation is necessary, heat shrink seems to serve better. The tape I have in my lab, which is similar to common cellulose tape however, is Scotch Magic tape. Scotch Magic tape, made from a cellulose acetate, and has a number of surprising properties. It's often favored because of its matte finish. It can easily be written on, and when taped to paper appears completely transparent. It's also easy to tear, shape, and remove. But for my purposes, I'm more interested in its scientific applications. Here's a neat trick you can try at home. Take a roll of tape. I've tried this with Scotch Magic tape, but other tapes may work too, to a dark room. Now start unrolling the tape and look at interface where the tape leaves the rest of the roll. You should see a dim blue illumination. The effect is quite striking and rather surprising. It's called triboluminescence and has been observed since the 1950s in tapes and far earlier in other materials. Even sugar, when scraped in a dark room, will apparently illuminate. The mechanism, however, is poorly understood. It was perhaps this strange effect that led researchers to try unrolling tape in a vacuum. In 1953, a group of Russian researchers attempted this and, bizarrely enough, were able to generate X-rays. Their results were unfortunately forgotten for many years, but were replicated in 2008 and even used to X-ray a researcher's finger. As usual, Ben Krasno has an awesome video on the topic. In my lab, however, I mostly use Scotch tape to remove surface layers. In certain experiments, it's valuable to have an atomically flat surface. Both mica and HOPG, a kind of graphite, are composed of atomically flat layers. Scotch tape can be used to remove the upper layers, leaving a clean flat surface for experimentation. Researchers have also modified this technique to produce graphene. Graphene is composed of single carbon layers and has a number of amazing properties: highly conductive, incredibly strong, and transparent. For years, producing small quantities of graphene provided difficult, but in 2004 a simple method was developed at the University of Manchester, using nothing but bulk-ordered graphite, HOPG, and a little Scotch tape. When repeatedly pressed between the Scotch tape, the graphite layers can be separated until eventually only a single layer of graphene remains. Other conducting tapes are available with lower resistance. Creating an electrical connection without soldering is valuable in a number of situations, particularly when heat might damage the device. One example of this is piezoelectric materials. Not only does solder often bond poorly to ceramic materials, but it may also dull the material, removing its piezoelectric properties. I tend to use conductive epoxies in these situations, but conductive tapes appear to be an attractive option. Aluminum tape is commonly used for heat insulation in homes. It's therefore very cheap and easily available. As well as conducting heat, aluminum tape of course also conducts electricity. Around the lab, this can be pretty handy, while the adhesive is not conductive, making it less attractive for connection parts. I found aluminum tape great of sealing up holes in shielded enclosures. It also makes a great accompaniment to aluminum foil, which is used to provide ad hoc shielding in many scientific environments. Copper tape is also easily obtained, though slightly more expensive. The surprisingly simple duct tape hack not only provides you with a neatly cut piece of tape, but also presents the next user with a handy triangle tab, indicating the exact spot where the tape begins. No more struggling to locate the end of the roll. On TikTok, veteran duct tape user HADLEYFAM1210 expressed his shock at the ease and effectiveness of the hack. "You're telling me for 40 years anytime I needed to cut tape, but I couldn't find scissors, all I had to do was this. No way. Still, the tool-free duct tape tugging technique is not without its critics. For example, TikTok user DaveMVC55 notes that the triangle tabs left on the roll are wasteful, while others complain that duct tape's ultra stickiness makes it tricky to undo and fix a triangle tab if you make a mistake in the folding process. If you are reluctant to fully embrace the fingers-only duct tape cutting formula, but still want a clean and effortless tear, consider placing a strip of duct tape on parchment paper before cutting it with scissors. The parchment paper's silicone coating will prevent the tape from sticking to the blades, while still allowing for a smooth slice. Another alternative is to cut duct tape using a utility knife on a self-healing craft mat. The durable pre-measured mats feature built-in metric markings to ensure a precisely cut piece of duct tape. These choices may be out of date. All of these products may not be in stores. We don't know when this will be back in stock. You need to go top Super Sticky Nano Tape 2023 review link to see the most recent updates to the list. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this channel.